Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash the True Inferno. And it's another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday. And here I got for you is the debut album of Mos Def, which is entitled Black on Both Sides. And for some odd reason, he's now known as Yazin Bey. I guess, I don't know, whatever. But anywho, this album was released on October 12, 1998. And it was released under Raucous Records. I'm not sure they still in business or not. I don't know. Let's see. Prior to this album's release, or recording rather, Mos Def had collaborated with Talib Kweli for the duo's studio album. Mos Def and Talib Kweli are Black Star rather, which came out a year before. And because of that, a lot of expectations were raised on this solo effort. So, Black on Both Sides features an emphasis on live instrumentation and socially conscious lyrics. On February 2nd of 2000, the album was certified gold in sales by the RIAA, following sales in excess of 500,000 copies. So, as I take care of my phone, there we go. So this album was recorded from 1998 up to 1999. Alright, so Talib Kweli, Q-Tip, and Busta Rhymes are the only main rappers or hip-hop artists to be featured on the album. Also, they got singer Venia Mojica, who is known for singing on native tongue songs. So we'll get more on those in a second. Now, the production features Mos Def, who is also the executive producer, Diamond D, G, Ology, 88 Keys, DJ Premier, Ayatollah, how you pronounce that? D Prosper, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, that's all one name. Psycho Les, DJ H.A. Stretch, and David Kennedy. Now let's see if there's anybody else that was not missed. Mr. Khalili, how you pronounce that? Khalil? I think that's how it goes, I don't know. Let's see. And everybody else that was up there on that list is down here. So yeah, there you go. So that's all the people who was involved with the production of this album. Now, this album, there are a grand total of 17 tracks on this album, and only, I'm gonna say 2.5 tracks was used as singles, I guess. I don't know how to how to go with this. But anywho, the first single, this is the single that actually made me want to go and get this album, was called Miss Fat Booty. That track is out cold right there. This is the first single off of the album, and that one was produced by Ayatollah. And the song and its chorus are both driven by multiple samples of Aretha Franklin's One Step Ahead, which came out in 1965. Now, the song was placed at 144th on Pitchfork Media's top 200 tracks of the 90s. So that's pretty good. Now, the single came out August 2nd of 1999. And when this album come out again? The album came out again. Okay, so I'm about to say, I thought it came out after this, the album came out. I'm gonna say that's alright. But anywho, now this also was released as like its own, you know how they released back in the day. They released singles, you know, on a CD or whatever. And sometimes those singles would have another song from the same album on it. So in this case, that was the case here. So this song also had Mathematics, which I guess you could say is a B-side single. That's what they call it. A B-side single from Black on Both Sides. It contains lyrics about various social issues and asks the listener to add them up and come to conclusions about them. Many references to numbers are found in this song, and at times, Mos Def rhymes stats in numeric order. The song highlights the differences between the white and African American citizens of the U.S. and uses the lyrics "Do Your Math" from Erykah Badu's On and On, telling young African Americans to do their math so they can avoid being part of the numerous degraded statistics that he raps about in the opening and third verses of the song. Now, this is the only track off the whole album that is produced by DJ Premier. Let me double check that, and yep, that is the only one. So you know that's an out-cold beat right there. Whose famous scratch samples make up the song's bridge. Premier has called it one of his favorite beats. So yeah, Yeah, you need to listen to this. It can be found on the soundtrack of Madden NFL 2000, and the song is also played briefly in the CSI episode Crate and Burial. Wow, so it actually got some publicity here. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, as far as the actual single Miss Fat Booty, how did it do in the charts? Well, let's take a look. Miss Fat Booty. Just saying it just sounds funny, Miss Fat Booty. But yeah, that was our outro track though. Miss Fat Booty, here we go. Did not make the U.S. Billboard's Top 100 charts. However, it did make the U.S. R&B Top 100 at 54th, and it made the U.S. Rap chart at 20. The next single off of this album, which is Umi Says, which also came out in 1999. That one did not make the first 3 charts, but did make the UK chart high 60th. Now, let me get some background info on Umi Says. So basically, there was 2 videos done for this track. One was more traditional, while the second one came when Nike and Jordan brand chose Umi Says the song as its theme song for its Much Respect series of commercials for the Air Jordan 16. As a result, the second video features appearances from Michael Fentley, you remember him, Eddie Jones, you remember him, Derek Jeter, the captain, Roy Jones Jr., Ray Allen, and even Michael Jordan himself. Now, I remember seeing the second video. I don't remember the first one. I don't know. I need to look at that video again. But yeah, that was a very out cold video. The second one, that was a very out cold song. So yeah, there you go with that. Now, let's get on with the ratings real quick. So basically, AllMusic gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Robert Christgau gave it an A-. The Daily Vote and Entertainment Weekly also gave it A-. The Independent gave it favorable. NME gave it 8 out of 10. Pitchfork Media gave it 8.7 out of 10. Rolling Stones gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Rolling Stone Album Guide gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The Source gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And Tiny Mixtapes gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. Wow, a lot of positive reviews there. So let's get on with the track. Now, there's 17 tracks. Now, I will admit, the first track featured him talking for the majority of it. Then he actually get into the dropping down some lyrics. And then the last track, which is track 17, was just an instrumental, a beat. That was it. There's no skits or anything like that. So, as my house phone went off, there's no skits. So I can give you all my top 5 off of this album. So let's start with track 1, which is called Fear Not a Man. Again, this is mostly him talking, but he actually performs in this track. Track number 2 is called Hip Hop, a very out cold track right there. And then the next track is Love, and then again another very out cold track right there. And then of course the first single right here, Miss Fat Booty, track number 4. And wow, that's all I gotta say, just wow. Next track is Speed Law, and that, yeah, you know, that was good. That was good. Then the next track is Do It Now, which features Busta Rhymes. And at the time, this was when Busta Rhymes was my all-time favorite rap artist. So yeah, you know I was feeling that track. The next track was called Got, and I was feeling that one as well. That was a really good track. Then track number 8, we got the second single, Umi Says, and I'm letting you know right now, that is my favorite track off the whole album. That Umi Says, man, that joint is out cold in my opinion. Track number 9, New World Water. That one was pretty okay. Then track number 10 is Rock and Roll, and again that one's pretty okay. You know, there's little rock elements in this one, especially at the last part of this track when that guitar just pops up there and just go crazy with it. It's kind of dope. I will admit, it's kind of dope. Track number 11 is Know That, which features Talib Kweli, so that one's pretty cool. Then track number 12 is Climb, featuring Benia Mojica, if I say her name correctly. This one is different, but it's like mellow out, deep type. So you know I'm gonna enjoy that one. Track number 13 is Brooklyn. Now there is a background story with this track, so let me get y'all into that real quick. So on the song Brooklyn, a 3-movement piece dedicated to Mos' place of origin in Bedford Stuyvesant, New York, Mos rhymes 3 verses on 3 different beats. The first beat is an original composition produced by G-Ology, while the second verse is a recreation of Smith and Wesson's Home Sweet Home, and the last verse is set to the instrumental track of Notorious B.I.G.'s 1999 single "Who Shot You." Now this instrumental is also used by Jay-Z. I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was in that DJ Clue mixtape. But he bust off like old school, new school. You need to know this. I burn like Left Eye Lisa Lopez. I'm like, oh my gosh. Moving on. However, Brooklyn's original soundscape took its concept a bit further. The true original version was never released in its entirety as initially recorded, Mos Def rhymes 3 complete verses over Geology's musical composition, now referred to as the first movement of the song. On a later version, the first and third verses are set to the instrumentals of 2 other 1995 New York rap hits, Incarcerated Scarfaces by Raekwon, as well as Give Up the Goods, Just Step by Mos Def, respectively. The Who Shot You verse with the same vocal take on the released version is placed in the middle. It is assumed that the use of these instrumentals could not be clear for various reasons, one of many being the possibility that the samples used in the original instrumentals were only licensed to be used specifically for those compositions, and any further licensing will require the original artist's permission, therefore requiring more money on both sampling parties' ends, or any other number of various music industry troubles. This said version circulates online frequently. It is also notable that on the song, Mos Def sings his own interpretation of the Red Hot Chili Peppers song Under the Bridge. Also, DJ Premier originally used a different sample than the one featured on the release version of Mathematics, which was entered into clearance. When clearance failed, DJ Premier crafted a different instrumental for the song. Now I just went off topic there to give y'all some background history on Mathematics. But yeah, that Brooklyn track, so basically we talking 3 different beats that he used, and again that third one that was on the album, that was also used by Jay-Z, which was on a DJ Clue album. Now moving on, track number 14 was called Habitat, and that one was okay. And then track number 15, I really like this one. This one's called Mr. Nigga featuring Q-Tip, and it's really catchy at the beginning, man. It's all cool. Track number 16 is the B-side single Mathematics, and again, I gave y'all some background history regarding that one. And then the last track, again, which is basically just a beat only, no voices, no singing, no rapping, no lyrics being dropped, anything. And that one is called May December. So I guess it's in May to December. So yeah, those are the 17 tracks. Now, let me give y'all my top 5. Going from the bottom up. I mean, like I said, Rock and Roll, Habitat, New World Order, those 3 was I mean, I'm gonna say I'll say they're okay. Know That was really good. Speed Law was really good. Fear Not a Man, Climb, Do It Now, Hip Hop, Made It December, Love, and God. And I went from the bottom up as far as least favorite to my best favorite, or my highest favorite, whatever. Now let's get to the top 5. Number 5, Brooklyn. Now again, this is not the original version. I'm just going off the album's version. And even the album version's out cold, because the beats used in the Brooklyn track was out cold, and the lyricism that was dropped was out cold as well. Number 4, Mr. Nigga featuring Q-Tip. Again, man, that beginning and that happy-go-lucky beat is out cold. I will bet the same old, everybody same old. That joint is out cold, man. I ain't gonna front. Track number 3 is Mathematics. And again, I gave y'all some background history on that one. The beat, it was done by DJ Premier. And he said this is one of his favorite, or his favorite beat that he ever did. So you know that's out cold. And the lyricism behind it is out cold. And it's deep. So that's why it's in my top 3. Number 2, Miss Fat Booty. This is the reason why I got this album to begin with. Miss Fat Booty was out cold. The beat was out cold. Lyricism was out cold. And I love this part right here where he was like, ass so fat that you can see it from the front. I'm like, damn. Not a lot of people even say that nowadays, man. That joint was out cold. Then number 1, Umi Says, man, again, that's to me my favorite track of the whole album. The best track of the whole album. And that one's deep as well. I was saying that, but anytime I hear it, I would just like stop what I'm doing, just listen to it and sing along, man. So there you go with that. Now, what do I think about the album as a whole? I think you should definitely go out and get this one, because like a physical copy. go out and buy a physical copy. This is a classic right there. It is Mos Def's best album ever. Now, he came out with a grand total of 4 albums by himself. I ain't calling him and Talib or any other, collaborations that he's done. Now, I have the New Danger. That one was pretty good. I heard True Magic. I had it before my one of my old hard drives went to put. And that one was eh. And I recently heard The Ecstatic, which came out June 9 of 2009. So he don't come out with an album every year. And that was the last album he came out with, actually. But Black on Both Sides is clearly his best one. And I'm going to have to give this a 4.25 out of 5 stars. Because there's a lot of great songs on there. Miss Fat Booty and Umi Says are the classics. But it's like, it's not, neither one of them are, I mean, with the exception of maybe Umi Says, neither one of them are exactly groundbreaking throughout history, throughout time. It was groundbreaking throughout that decade, throughout the 90s, in my opinion, or the late 90s, early 2000s, basically. But as far as like that transcends through time, no, neither one of those there. Umi Says it's kind of close, but not there. But it's still fantastic. It's still a classic. Again, it's his best album he ever did, and you should go pick that joint up. So there you go with that, man. Y'all know who this is. This is your boy, the new Jay Gatsby, aka Gene Ryan II, saying peace out, y'all, and see y'all next time. Yeah.